I was working with Dave Edmonds in Capitol Recording Studios in Los Angeles.
Oh, there's the famous
and
studio.
Which is the big record stack, because that's the building there, and the studios around.
Capitol Records, world famous.
Well, I was talking to one of the engineers, and I said, "You've got natural echo chambers here?" And he said, "Oh yeah, we use them a lot. In fact, we actually use them in conjunction with studios in New York, because the telephone lines were always higher quality in America than they were over here. They could link up their echo chambers to New York, obviously with a fair amount of time delay, but they would factor that in. So I said, "Is there any chance of me seeing them?" And he said, "Yeah, come along with me." So he took me. We went down this corridor, and there was a sort of a kind of a hole in the ground with a ladder going down. So he said, "Well, we've got to go down here." So we climbed down this thing
To the basement.
in underneath the car park.
Of Capitol Records.
Was a series of rooms, and they were all mostly cheese shaped. Like if you can imagine a cheese where you cut a section out, so you've got a curved bit at the back, and then two angles
inwards,
coming together to nothing, right?
No opposite walls.
No opposite walls, and the ceilings were not parallel with the floor.
No.
So what you're doing there is, instead you're creating a massive standing wave which is being reflected hundreds of thousands of times around the room. And that's that's what gives it its reverb time. So you could be in a very small room and you think you're in a cathedral or something. Or even a cathedral. So I thought, well, actually, this doesn't look too difficult to do. I'm sure we could do it at Rockfield. And again, I came back, and I think I told you, and I mentioned it to Terry, and I said, well, let's make some rooms in there and just put these angles in, plaster the walls.
7 coats of varnish.
And 7 coats of varnish on the plaster. And then there you have it. And we've now got, what, 3 here? Three.
And they're fantastic.
And they're all slightly different. And they all have one reverb time. You don't have to change. You can't change it, really, unless you put something big. But then it would make it, it disturbs the quality. Yeah. So that, and to be fair, it's not really that difficult. When you think of it, you would put a speaker in there and a couple of microphones and off you go.
Yeah. They used on absolutely everything. Because other studios had them, but they got rid of them all now.
Yeah.
Because it's all software driven, laptops, isn't it? Now, and things like that.
Well, everything is, these days, is software.
Yeah. We get people coming, universities coming here, they never seen a tape recorder.
No.
They laugh at tape recorders, and they've never seen anything.
I mean, the old valve equalizers and compressors, which were huge things and now extremely expensive, are now being emulated in just apps on doors, digital workstations.
And in fact, we get students here and they've never seen a mixer.
Yeah.
It's all been done on laptops. At university on laptops, they've never seen a mixer.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use it.
No.
In this last 20 years, tape recorders have gone, mixers are on their way out.
Oh, digitization of the world has taken its toll on practically everything, I think, really. It's made some things better, but some things not quite so good, I think, in terms of...
Well, especially when it comes to making records and streaming,
Yeah.
where digital has allowed millions of people around the world to hear things,
Yeah.
pay nothing for it.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah,
all streaming,
yeah,
all
yeah.
because of digital.
Yeah.
Digital changed the world, didn't it?
It did, really, yeah.
It's
yeah.
changed the studio business as well.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever see big studios like Rockfield ever built again, or do you think that's the end of the line?
I think it might be the end of the line, really, because of the initial costs of it, really, I suppose.
And people don't know how to work them anyways.
No. I mean, like going back to the organic thing, I mean, this has been built up over several decades.
60 years, yeah.
So to actually get something like this from scratch would be an enormous...
It costs too much money.
I mean, you can make... I mean, they're still building quite big places occasionally around the world, but I don't think there's...
always for orchestras, though.
Because,
Because if you take the 3 big studios in London, not mention their names,
Yeah.
but we all know who they are,
Yeah.
they all work for Netflix orchestras.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
what pays the bills.
Yeah, yeah.
With Rockfield, it's groups.
Yeah.
But the big studios in London, a lot of them
That's the one thing you can't do, really, is to put an orchestra in a small room and expect it to sound like an orchestra.
So those big studios in London will always have work because they need orchestras.
Yeah.
But the smaller studios concentrate on groups. They're the ones which are faded out, really, because there's no way of keeping them going because people use laptops. You go into a nice echo room, it makes the voice sound fantastic, even though it might be a crap singer.
Yeah, yeah.
So there we are. Well, Dave, has been truly enlightening. So all you studio geeks out there and people into music must have found that very interesting, especially if you're going to build your own studio. So thank you very much for coming on and telling us all about your expertise, and you've been a great help to Rockfield, and I'm hoping for many years to come we'll still be here making great records. Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks.
Lovely. Was that any good?